Gentlemen, welcome. It's a fine Tuesday evening. How you guys doing
Welcome.
tonight?
Doing
Doing
great. How are you?
good, brother.
Good
What's
to see you,
happening?
gentlemen. Anything new
Yes,
for you
sir.
boys? Anything new this week? Anything exciting?
Me, not really too much. Kicking it down in Tennessee still. Real excited to come back and see everybody. Come see you, see what's up, see what's popping in Adrian around Christmas time. I'll be back home, so I'm excited for
Go,
that.
let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Glad
yeah.
to have you back in the town. Mike, what about you, bro?
Yes,
Anything
sir.
cool? Anything
Not a whole
fun?
lot going on. Just working.
Just
Another
working
week
it,
closer to the Cotton Bowl.
working and missing parlays.
Yeah,
There you
dude, bad.
go.
Wasting my paycheck on parlays.
Oh, shit. I had an interview today with the Amazing Buds at 1 p.m.
Oh
Oh
That
yeah,
shit
shit.
went pretty solid. Yes, I was offered the
For real.
job if I want to take it.
Nice.
good, bro. That's good.
Nice.
Pretty
Do you know
solid.
where you stand on that currently or
Uh,
still think about it?
I got a couple things to decide on. So like right now how I'm working the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 8 to 4. Thursday I'm done, and half day. Then I'm done for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So in this situation, the only days that can actually go to work there because the weekdays are taken up by a lot of moms with kids and shit. Like they have the weekends off, so I can only work
Keeping
Thursday,
it
Friday,
100.
Saturday, Sunday. So it's the complete opposite
Mm.
of what I'm doing now. So if I do take it, um,
You said Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
now I'll probably more than likely I'll usually have Saturdays off. You only have to work like one day on a weekend, sometimes a Saturday. I
Mm-hmm.
was guaranteed to have a lot of Saturdays off during college football season, so I can still watch games, take in information. If I do take it, we might have to figure out when we're gonna do our Thursday podcast at least. Sunday ones, just depending on when I can get out, what's got going on. He said he would work in a pretty flexible place. I would work the same amount of hours I do, so still 28 to 30, just in those 4 days, and I can do them however I would choose to. So if I want to do two 12s, two open the closes, and then just work like 4 hours on a different day and be done, I can do that. If I want to space it out, I can do that. So I'm gonna talk to Alexis tonight and figure it out.
Wow.
But
That sounds dope.
I won't take any type of
Congratulations, dog.
thank you, sir. I won't take any type of pay cuts. If anything, I'll get a small raise, and all the
Nice.
tips I make are mine to keep.
That's huge.
Nice. There you
Huge.
go.
'Cause
That's
Good
yeah,
huge.
bro.
come
If
up, bro.
I can get up to around like 17 with tips, I'd
Nice.
be big chilling.
Oh
Nice.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right,
That's dope.
on to the big news, boys. It's really looking like McCord's gonna hit Nebraska. I definitely don't think it's a bad place for him. Well, like I said, we've all said wherever he goes, we hope he excels. We wish the best for him. Not not too much slander on his name, really. Still hope he does well. He did play for us, so I still want him to succeed.
All
Um,
athletes, man. All athletes in the transfer portal. I want to see all athletes succeed.
yeah, it's nice to
I
see
Everybody.
can,
him
I can
elevate.
respect that. I respect
Um,
that.
I don't know if Julian will go with him. I'm not sure if they plan on being like some sort of a package deal, because there's going to be a school that'll take them both and pay them both. You can definitely ride as a package deal as two Ohio State players. I think
Oh
that
yeah.
that holds a little weight on how you want to do things.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Um,
automatic chemistry.
the Dylan Raiola thing is really freaking me out, though. I can't understand why you would decommit from Ohio to go to Georgia, right? Because I mean, I can kind of get going from Ohio to Georgia, two very big schools. You're really just picking like what you prefer at that point. The
Yeah,
QB
those are the top
development
dogs, man.
The QB development's probably around the same. They both produce NFL quarterbacks all the time. Um, Going to Nebraska though, I don't understand. And I was watching some videos today, and they said it wouldn't even like they don't even think it'll be a situation where it would affect Kyle's want to go there. But this is
That's weird
Kyle's
because
last
you
year.
think it would
Yeah,
affect
because
his want to go
especially
there.
because it's his last year. So there's no shot you spend your last year as a backup.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it 100. Kyle might say that, but deep down in the bottom of his heart, he pissed as hell. He's saying, "Damn, now I gotta beat him out," and you know what I
It's
mean?
either that
Yeah.
or they're gonna let Dylan sit behind Kyle because Dylan will be a true freshman.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So they might swap it, let Kyle get in there, and they already know Dylan's a great quarterback. So let him develop under someone who maybe Kyle's like has a similar play style to Dylan. I don't know. I haven't seen anything really
But
from Mr.
hey,
Raiola.
I think, bro, going into that fall camp is gonna be both their first years.
Hmm.
I really hope that the coaches look at it and just play the best talent, and not just play someone because they older, which is, what I mean, we don't know
Right.
who that.
And
Yeah, I mean,
I think that could be a conflict though, because Kyle McCord is really going somewhere where he thinks he's going to be the starter, and
hmm
then he could show up,
he
get beat
should.
in fall camp, and then not be the starter, and then he just wasted a transfer.
Why? Oh, here's the thing, right? If you get beat out by a true freshman, you might
You're
not be deserving
garbage.
to play quarterback anywhere.
You're
100.
garbage.
right? Because Kyle's got, so he's post COVID, so he has no extra year. It's just his normal 4 years, and like if you get the injury, you get the extra one, whatever. But he has no COVID year, and he's never got injured, so he has 4 years, and this is the last one right here. So it was already kind of weird to like leave for the last year, but I get it, because he was nervous that he wouldn't be QB1 for Ohio next year, whatever.
Fans ran him out of Columbus.
But I don't know, man. I just gotta I really want to know what's going on in Nebraska. Like, do they just have a fuck ton of money?
So they
Where are
must
they
have a
getting
good
all this
crop this
money?
year.
Well, I mean,
Good
because
crop.
let's
Good
just
corn crop.
right. Dylan's gonna go for like around 2 mil, right? 1.5 to 2 mil. He's the highest prospect QB in the country. Of course, they're gonna give him his money. They said Dylan Gabriel got a little over 1.5 for Oregon. Now Kyle's not the greatest, but I could see them giving him almost a mil for the 1 year, right? Because he's popular, played at Ohio State. Like, he's got the stuff on his name to be capable of earning $1 million. So if that's the case, right, that's a little over $3 million in 2 quarterbacks. One a true freshman and one on his last year. What are they really trying to cook over there? Something big's got to be happening next year. There's no shot they have all this talk on their college, all these big names coming in, then nothing happens.
Who knows? Maybe they're trying to compete with all the big dogs that are entering.
They might be, I mean, at this point, you kind of have to, especially with Oregon and Washington coming in, like 2 more big dogs entering. Because, I mean, we've discussed before that the Big Ten's going to be like the second version of the SEC, that Super League. And I feel like it's going to get to a point where all the other leagues just kind of diminish and everybody gets in either the SEC or the Big Ten. There's just going to be 2 super conferences in the country. I don't think it's the worst idea. I mean, like Florida State's already trying to leave the ACC because their championship wasn't good enough to get them in their injury to Jordan. So it's like they have no reason to stay. And who's there at that point?
Are they trying to get into the SEC?
I think they were trying to get into the Big Ten. I'm not 100% on that.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Do they have a lot of say on where they get to go, or is it a contract you sign to enter these things? Like, or do you get an offer?
It's got to
from
be
them?
some. It's got to
I
be
really
some kind
don't.
of contract.
Who is talking? Who's making these decisions? I don't even know who the fuck is talking about
It's
this.
got to be the owners of the leagues, right? Like the owner of the SEC and the owner of the Big Ten, and maybe a little bit of the NCAA okaying it or giving the go on it.
Are they owners or like presidents?
They're the presidents. I think Tony Petitti's a president of the Big Ten, like the big dog making all the decisions.
Okay, I got you.
I'm assuming it's just a little bit of the NCAA going, yeah, that's okay, and then they're like, if you guys want that to happen, you can okay that.
Yeah.
But eventually, it's gonna get to the point where there's just nothing left in these little leagues. It's gonna be 2 super leagues and then just some guys playing football. Dudes playing football a couple times a week.
Man,
some Siena Heights type football.
What else is it gonna be though? Like, people will still watch it.
He calling it
people
the backyard
watch anything.
boogie.
It's gonna be all, bro.
I mean, I think realistically, what it comes down to is just views and money. I mean,
Yeah.
Oregon, Washington, UCLA. Was it USC? I mean, that's going to be views. Ohio State, Michigan get the most views over here on the East Coast.
Ohio State, Oregon's gonna get views. Michigan, Oregon's gonna get views.
Michigan, Texas.
Hey, look, I haven't heard too many people talk about this one right here. What's gonna happen when Ohio State plays USC and it's a night game for USC? Y'all gonna be so tired, bro. Y'all gonna be up at 2 a.m. watching that game.
Man.
I mean, I'll be straight. I don't know how the players will be. It depends if it's home or away. What I'm waiting for is them California boys to come play us in the snow.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have a rough time.
That's just toxic.
Yeah.
Washington and Oregon are used to playing in the rain.
That's like if Jacksonville had to go to Buffalo in the middle of winter for a game. That's just terrible.
That's torture.
I couldn't even imagine what it's like being anywhere outside of Buffalo and having to go to them for a snowy day.
Yeah, that's insane to think about.
That's just scary, bro. Boys, and the fans just be whipping snowballs at people, like, bro.
Oh man.
Putting fucking snow around bottles and shit, throwing it on the field.
That'd be the worst.
Boy, oh boy.
We talk about Chip Traynham.
Yeah, I was just gonna bring that
Kentucky.
up. Chip Traynham.
One of our running backs.
Yeah,
he won the Notre Dame game for us this year.
He's committed to Kentucky. I actually need to tell my homie George about that because his cousin plays for Kentucky now. He's gonna be a freshman next year.
That's dope.
What position?
He's on the line. I just don't remember if it's defense or offense, but he's on the line. He's a big dude.
For real?
He's a big
He's a
dude.
big boy.
It was kind of
Okay,
crazy.
okay,
I was we talked about it for a long time because he was like, he sent George like his offer thing, like all the offers he had, and dude, he
Mhm.
had offers from Bama, Georgia. Didn't go, but he did mention the only place he did not get an offer from was Ohio State.
He got one from Michigan.
I think so.
That's crazy.
Dude,
It's just
you always see that shit and wonder like what it is though,
Wow.
because like you'll see a kid, receiver, quarterback, linebacker, whatever, and they have like 10 offers and they're all the biggest colleges, and then you don't see the one team you're looking for, and you're like, why?
yeah.
Is it just that stacked in the
Yeah.
locker room right now? They just don't fuck with boy, like,
Oh, here's what I was thinking about, right?
right? Let me hear it.
I was thinking about this before we started the pod. So I see a thing where Cam Ward was getting talked to by like 2 other schools, and then he was also possibly thinking about like going for the draft. So if we don't get Cam Ward at Ohio State, do we try to go for another transfer portal QB, or do we just go with the roster and let him cook?
Here's the thing, right? Because that's been speculated and changed over the past couple weeks. Because obviously at first it was hit the portal, pick up a guy, let him play for a
Yeah.
year. Fuck it. If it's his
But
last
as
year,
you can see, a lot of people from the portal are already signing.
yeah. And they said Devin Brown looking nice, dude. I don't know if you guys can see that tweet right now. If you have the stream, I can see it like in the left,
Let me see.
that
Let me
last
peek.
square. But Egbuka said Devin Brown is cooking. He's moving, he's scrambling, he's throwing accurately. And obviously, you know, Egbuka, they said he's one of the more vocal guys in the team, but that's a 5-star receiver, a good one.
Yeah.
Egbuka.
That's a first round pick type of receiver. And if he's saying Brown is cooking,
Dude.
I got no reason to not believe him.
Let the white man
Yeah.
cook.
I also heard a
Who
lot of
knows?
talk about Ryan Day really, really, really wants to win the game. Because here's an interesting part of this game, right? Because so many players are gone, whether they decommitted, hit the portal, they're leaving for the draft. This is a chance for a lot of these young kids, freshmen, second years, try to get their starting spot next season. This bowl game is like, granted, it's not the biggest bowl game, but this is a very good bowl game for those young kids that are trying to prove themselves. You know, there could be a first year, second year kid that just pops off in the Missouri game. He just earned himself a starting spot next season. I don't know. I mean, if you ask me, starting at Ohio State on your second year, obviously you're a dog. You're doing something right.
Absolutely.
Gotta be.
Because there's a lot of kids that go to Ohio State for 3 years, stay a backup, just because the person in front of them is that good.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be nice to see. We're gonna see a lot of new faces on that field for sure. What's his name? The receiver, Carnell Tate.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna. I already could tell that he was probably gonna be a starter from those couple drives they had him in throughout the season. But I already know they're gonna let him try to prove himself on Missouri.
Brandon Ennis. Brandon Ennis is a good receiver.
I'm just excited for it. It's gonna be a good playing field. You know, Dallas Cowboy Stadium, indoors, controlled environment.
Yep.
It's gonna be, besides maybe the fans that show up, it's gonna be a pretty even field.
I think so.
Certainly for conditions and all that shit, it'll be a good time. Yeah,
I did see Egbuka and Denzel Burke are coming back for the Cotton Bowl,
very
and
nice.
then they're gonna make a decision whether or not they enter the draft or come back for another year.
Wow.
Okay.
So who knows?
That's
They might come
interesting.
back. Yeah.
Who y'all got again for the bowl game?
Missouri.
Missouri.
And they're not a walk-on team by any means. I think they're 10-2, right?
Yeah,
they beat Tennessee. Shout out the Vols though. You see what I'm rocking. You
They
know
were
what I
standing
mean?
on business though.
They had
Told
to.
Josh that.
They kind of had
Told
to,
Josh
man.
stood on business.
I also saw that Sonny Styles' brother committed to
Oh,
Ohio
man.
State.
Oh, really?
Like
Who's that now?
Sonny Styles, I believe he's one of our corners, right?
Yep.
Yeah, his brother
Oh,
committed
okay.
to Ohio State. Name starts with
Ah.
the L. It's either like Lonzo or Lorenzo, something of that nature. He is also committed, and he looked like he was also a corner. That was kind of interesting. Both play the
That'd be
same
cool.
position. Both got to go to Ohio State. That's kind of nuts. You don't see
That
that
is
type of
pretty
shit
nuts.
too. I don't think I've seen. Has there been two brothers like that on the Bucks at the same time since the Bosas?
I don't think so. Not that I can recall.
Those guys were a fucking problem, dude. Holy shit,
They
those
were a
guys.
problem.
And they both do so well in the NFL.
Aren't they racist or something?
Dude, I don't know.
Probably.
Nah, let me stop.
But I know
Stop.
one of them wears the Jordan 1 cleats, and they look. Which one plays for the Niners?
I don't
Is that
know.
Nick? I think that's Nick.
That
No.
might be Nick.
Yeah.
Is it Nick? He be wearing the Jordan 1s cleats, the red, white, and black ones, they look so good with their uniform, dude.
Right.
Boys
Yeah,
are-
because Joey plays on the Chargers, I think.
God, those guys are good, and I miss those times. Some
Man,
gifted
I miss
talent
the
for sure.
Chase Young
Man.
times.
Hey, what's trending right now? Or
Which-
like what's really going on? I mean, we what
We
else do
peeped
we
the
got to cover?
stream.
We got, I mean,
So I
it's
got
Cotton
kind
Bowl's
of low
trending.
key
we talked
dead a
about
little bit.
this. I just
Cotton
searched
Bowl's
Ohio
trending.
State to really see what's going on. This was kind of
Okay.
interesting. This doesn't really follow it, but this was kind of interesting.
True.
It's kind of nuts when you like wrap your head around all of that.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
Okay,
Yeah,
hold on.
it's wild.
We got to see why
It's a
Devin Brown
crazy
trending.
season. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, what's trending right now? Here we go.
Uh-oh. Is this a true quote? I don't want to say this is a true
Uh-oh.
quote or not, but not knocking Kyle, but Devin can move around better. He has a knack for extending the play when it's broken down. Great passer, provides the offense with a lot of energy. He's got a cannon too.
Man.
Whoa.
Can you imagine though, Mike, like what the Buckeye Nation is gonna like feel and say if Devin Brown comes out there and goes nuts and the whole season they slept on him and he took it. He sat there and took being backup the whole year and waited his chance.
Yeah, that's like some villain arc
Because you
shit.
see
I
a
think
lot
they're
of
just
a
gonna go
lot of
after
these
the
kids though,
cord.
bro, they just dip.
Yeah.
The NIL money's at another school waiting for him. They just go. Fuck
Maybe
it.
Devin knew he was the one the whole time.
Could have been plotting the whole year.
Could have been plotting. Just like it's kind of like a McNamara JJ thing, where JJ was just better, but McNamara had that advantage, you know?
Dude, he could have been sitting there like, man, I could have beat Michigan.
Yeah, for real. I
I'm
wouldn't have
excited.
thrown 2 picks.
I'm excited to see what he's got, dude. I mean, if they say he's playing good, then playing good, dude. Yeah, confirmed to play in the Cotton Bowl. Great reviews in preparation for it.
I'm excited.
Man.
If Devin Brown changes his number to a single digit, we may never lose again.
33? Oh, hell no.
Yeah,
Yeah, hold
33.
on. Scroll back up. No Kizzy. Scroll back up. That's why I didn't even know who we was really talking about because I thought it was damn near a kicker. Not
No,
gonna lie.
bro.
He's number 33, brethren.
Brethren.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's not the. Oh,
Devin Brown, 33.
life's a gamble. I'm shaking the dice. That's a fire caption.
Ooh.
This boy.
Oh, I did see
Okay.
Treyveon's
Yeah,
coming
he
back.
played.
People are talking about this. We need to listen.
Mostly
Yeah,
just
yeah.
shock. I mean, I was
Can you hear it?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I didn't have to switch the streams around.
surprised. You know, a guy goes 11-1 and was a great leader, great player, and then next thing you know, he's gone, and it's next man up. So.
And now you get to go to the Cotton Bowl. That's going to be your first start potentially. I mean, what is that going to be like?
It's exciting. I mean, it's a top 10 matchup.
First start in the fucking Cotton
big
Bowl.
environment, so I'm excited to get out there and play.
And your number, I mean, I'd like to, we were just asked down in Texas, and how cool is it going to be to wear the 33? And could you tell the viewers exactly what that all means to you?
I mean, I'm super excited. I've grown up, you know, started playing tackle football when I was 7 years old and had that 33 strapped on my chest. So it's super exciting, and I'm super honored to still
Listen
have that
to
number.
him.
And wearing it in Texas, how meaningful is that going to be?
It's going to be super exciting. I mean, Sammy Ball, you know, he played at TCU out there, so maybe, I don't know if the Texas fans will like it, but I still like it.
Well, I'm an SMU grad, so I'm going to pretend that it's not a big deal. I mean, this is such an opportunity for
He's
you.
like, shut up, ho.
Is it overwhelming, or is it just you feeling this is your moment?
That shit
No,
up
I
on
mean,
my
I feel like
face.
that's every moment at Ohio State. It's always going to be a big moment, no matter what game or what the situation is. So I'm just excited to go out there and do my thing.
That's my last one for you, the ships. What went into that tweet?
I mean, one of the biggest things was when I came here, I was always a competitor, and I said I didn't care who was in the room. I wanted to go compete and, you know, do everything I can to go be the starter. So that was still my message.
And for those who don't know, what do the ships mean?
Burning the boats. So the conquistador Cortez and all of his men, they came up and fought off the Aztecs. I think there was like 600 men. And when they were getting off the ships, he said, burn the boats because we're not going back. There should be no other options. The only way is to go out there and win.
That's amazing.
Okay.
I mean, is that
What a
serious
leader,
context?
dude.
Okay.
How did you learn that?
It was first kind of told to me in high school with my strength coach out at Queen Creek High School in Arizona, and that was kind of our message in the off season was there was no other way. We got to burn the boats and keep going.
Okay, so he said there's no other option. I have to be a starter. I have to be the best in that locker room, no matter who.
He might be cooking, bro.
Burn the
Honestly.
boats. Burn
Well, I
'em.
mean, these are things we never even heard from McCord.
No, McCord was silent.
Wow.
That's
I
nuts.
like it. I like it. I'm excited.
Hey, don't let this motherfucker go out there and throw 4 picks in the first half.
I'm
That
turning the TV off if he does.
would be really bad, bro. That would be really bad.
They're gonna be like, why is Ohio State playing a quarterback number 33? That's the first thing they're gonna say.
He's
Okay,
mobile
obviously
though.
that's not him.
We seen him though. He's mobile.
look. That's
That is not our boy. All right. Why is this? It's
I could have swore he was a kicker. Look
let's
at
go. Okay, yep. Egbuka and Denzel. I like that. Definitely needed Denzel. Let's see what Jack Sawyer had to say.
And put our best. Pardon my French, but I think that's kind of bull. This game means a lot to us and to the fans. You know, it's an opportunity to go out there and play and put our best foot forward and show the world who we really are. You know, after a tough loss to a good team, and so you know, all of us who are playing are super excited to be playing. You know, we got a great opportunity to play in the Cowboy Stadium. It's going to be a fun trip. It's going to be a lot of excitement to get to play a good SEC team in Missouri. They're a great team, and you know, it's a big game. Pardon my French, but I think that's kind of bull.
Okay, yeah, dude. I mean, I'm liking what I'm seeing from this. It seems like they're more excited to play this game than half the games in the season.
Yeah. I think not making the playoffs kind of shook him a little bit.
As it should, though. As a school like Ohio State not hitting the playoffs, it should shake you. It should enrage you. It should
Yeah.
spark a fire to do better. End this year strong and start the next year stronger.
Yep. It'll be all next man up.
yeah.
I did see
Interesting time.
Treyveon was coming back.
He did. Is that confirmed? I heard that was rumors on campus, but it was never. I guess he never like fully said that. But everybody's
okay.
going with it. I don't know. He could very well. He could come back. I mean, we talked about it not too long ago. His contract was worth more than the running back for the Rams.
No shit.
Yeah, the Rams
Damn.
rookie running back, he was making 772 or 765, and Treyveon is making like 777, something like that.
Damn, you might as well just stay, bro.
I mean, because what they
Wow.
were saying is if Treyveon went now, he'd be like a third rounder. But, you know, he'll definitely play in the NFL.
Yeah.
Third round, like, it's not bad.
That's
but
not bad.
But you could play that last year and boost it up.
He did miss
Right.
half the season this year.
Exactly.
So with the healthy
he
Treyveon,
missed a lot last year, too. So he might even owe himself an extra year. Like, I understand if he doesn't want to, considering, like, his injury history with college ball. But, I mean, you're still going to get hurt in the NFL. If you go, like, they're just going to hit you harder.
oh fuck yeah.
So
He better get that big paycheck before he starts this next season and someone blows his knee out and his kneecap is on the turf. He
be
better
like-
go
Don't
get
say
the money.
that.
He
This
could
is
be the next
not Nick
Nick
Chubb,
Chubb,
bro.
I was-
Yeah.
That boy Nick Chubb did the impossible, and then just
he
unfortunate
did do the
events.
impossible.
Didn't he? Oh my gosh, Nick Chubb. That
R.I.P. to
guy.
Chubb's career for sure, bro. He'll probably
Man.
never touch the field again. Dude, he might never fucking walk normal.
Ah,
Two broken
Look,
knees,
I'm rubbing my
same
knee
leg.
right now.
Yeah.
Thinking of this clip. Oh my gosh.
Toxic. That was a Monday night game or a Sunday night game? I know it was a night game. I know I went to work the next morning and going like, what the fuck?
It was a night I want to forget, I tell you that. I don't know what night game it was.
That was rough.
Is there
Man.
anything else you guys want to add before we get out of here?
I'm trying to think, bro, because ain't too much really going on, you know.
it's
We
really
had
just-
the championship games
Yeah,
and
it's really just word of what other
recruiting.
colleges put out.
Yep.
It's just like transfer and recruiting mostly right now, you know.
And a lot of
It's
the
just
people that, you know,
not too much.
we wanted to cover in the portal, well, they're gone. They're
Yeah.
committed.
Oh, I do want to say one thing before we end this. Every time we do an episode, I'm gonna say that Bama is beating the dog shit out of Michigan.
Okay.
That's fair because I see the
Every
opposite
time.
on Twitter
You
every
standing
single
on
day.
that?
I'm standing on that. Bama's beating the
Standing on
absolute
business like
dog
that?
shit out of Michigan.
What are your thoughts, Slates? If you had to pick a winner right now, based on what you've seen
Okay.
from the two teams all season, who they played, how they played,
Mm-hmm.
who's
If I
taking that
had to
win?
pick,
You got to
Man.
take into account they've never played a quarterback like Jalen Milroe all season.
let me see. If I had to pick, in my honest opinion, and I'm really like 100. If I was a betting man,
Okay.
you hear some old folks say that. I would say Alabama would beat Michigan. If I had to say,
Do you
you
think
know,
that's by 3, 1 score, 2 scores?
I
I think right now I'd keep it from 3 points to 1 score, just because you never know what's going to happen. As we get closer to that game, I'll probably switch up what I'm thinking here and there, depending on how they say
yeah.
their practices are going, who's doing what, who's playing, who's not.
I will say this: if Alabama blows the doors off of Michigan, I'm not going to be as surprised as if Michigan blew the doors off of Alabama. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
no, that
That
makes
makes
perfect
sense.
sense.
That makes sense.
Do
I definitely wouldn't be more. I would be more surprised if Michigan blew them out
if
because
if
I
Bama
don't think
wins
they
this
can do
game, are they
that.
taking the Natty with them?
Fuck yes.
Yes.
Fuck yes.
Nick Saban's old ass is gonna be midfield with a fucking trophy.
After
Again.
they're just gonna beat Michigan. They're basically just gonna hand it to him
Yeah, man.
because Alabama would
Swear.
smoke Washington. Texas might give them some problem because they did it. They
Yeah.
did already,
Oh,
but
beating the same team twice. I
it's
think
very
Alabama
difficult.
already has the advantage there.
And they're pissed.
Yeah.
Because
Well, hey,
in their eyes, it's like, dude, we lost to Texas. Are you serious?
yeah. We
To
thought the
us,
same thing about Oregon and Washington, though.
I mean, to us, we've seen Texas play. They look good, but to them, it's like, dude, we just lost to Texas.
Mm-hmm.
To
For sure.
Texas, bro. And
It
Nick
was a
Saban
close
was
game,
saying
though,
a lot
wasn't it?
more than that. I think it was decently close, but Nick
Yeah.
Saban was saying way more than that to them players.
Oh, yeah. He was probably like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
I think that red team they played better and better football as the seasons went on. A lot one of my coaches, shout out Coach Sheridan. That's my dog, man. I fuck with Coach Sheridan heavy.
Shout out,
He was
coach.
he was my defensive coordinator at Albion for 2 years, and he would always say your last play of football should be your best snap. You know what I mean? Your
Mhm.
last play should be your best play. You should get better and better and
Every
better.
time
And
you're on the field,
yeah, and I
I
think
like that. They
those
should.
guys in the red are doing that this season. You know what I mean? They slipped up early to Texas, but I think they playing good. They're on the road.
Playing
They
great
at
football.
least they slipped up when a slip up is more allowed. I guess if you want to say it in that way. They lost at a time
Yeah,
where it was more okay to have that loss, still be successful. Obviously, because they're where
right,
they're at now.
right. I do
Versus if
want to
they
make
lost in
sure.
like week 10.
I do want to make sure I kind of clarify. I did say Alabama. I do think Alabama will win, but it will be a very interesting game if Michigan comes out, doesn't shoot themselves in the foot, and plays at their best football. If we get both of their best and no one's losing the game to themselves, it's going to be really good to watch.
It's gonna be a
That's what I
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
really
insane
want to
game.
see.
I'm sure
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
what
we
I
all.
want to see.
I mean, we want to see Michigan blown out, but I also want to see a good football game.
Yeah.
But
Right,
I'm leaning
yeah.
more towards of Texas Washington giving me that very exciting football game. I think they're more evenly matched than Michigan and Bama,
For
I
sure.
got you.
if
That's
that makes
fair.
sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because Texas, Washington is extremely pass heavy. Everybody knows that. They don't really run for shit. But Texas secondary is kind of cold. Kind of
For
cold.
sure.
We'll see.
All right, gentlemen, we're at 28. We call it for the night.
28.
I
We're
think
going to
that's
call
pretty
it.
good, man.
All
Yep,
right.
yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you being here. That's gonna be up for us. It for us tonight on this Tuesday evening. Video will be up
Yo.
tomorrow morning. Then after that, we'll see you on Friday. Peace.
Peace.
Peace out, y'all.